I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Carter.
Here.
Mazer.
Here.
Riley.
Here.
Schneider.
Here.
Sofa.
Here.
Stutes.
Here.
Wilson.
Here. Another agenda item from the sidelines, they have nothing. Administration. Bart? Nothing from you? Nothing? Can I get a motion to adopt the agenda?
There's no amendments. I'll make a motion to adopt the agenda as presented.
Support?
Mazer.
Yes.
Riley.
Yes.
Schneider.
Yes.
Sofa.
Yes.
Stutes.
Yes.
Wilson.
Yes.
Martyr.
Yes. Minutes from October 6, 2020. Any changes or do we have a motion to approve?
I make a motion that we approve the minutes for the October 6th meeting.
Support.
Riley.
Yes.
Schneider.
Yes.
Sofa.
Yes.
Stutes. Wilson.
Yes.
Martyr.
Yes.
Mazer.
Yes.
Okay, presentation approval of October disbursements and wire transfers and disbursements of $118,757.61 and the wire transfers of $15,743.69. Can I get a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the October disbursements of $118,757.61 and electronic wire transfers of $15,743.69.
Support.
Schneider.
Yes.
Sofa.
Yes.
Stutes.
Yes.
Wilson.
Yes.
Martyr.
Yes.
Mazer.
Yes.
Riley.
Yes.
Communications, I have none. So next we have a presentation from Paul Bailey from our auditors.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here tonight.
Thanks, Paul.
I hand out a copy of your annual financial audit. As you know, you contract with our firm each year to do your financial audit. Before I start, I'd like to just kind of point out, it's under a different color.
Hey, Paul, before you get into it, can you move here? Why don't you go like over there, then that way she'll have a better shot of you, and it actually sound better too for her.
Okay. Is that better?
Yeah, I think so, because the sound's going that way.
Okay.
Thank you. Sorry to interrupt.
Well, I just kind of like to explain, it's under a different color cover. In January, our firm merged with a larger firm. We're pretty much still the same firm. We still have a four-year office, the same audit staff come out, work on your audit. It just gives us a little more resources to draw on if we need them. They wanted us, part of their firm, because we specialize in governmental accounting, and they wanted to get more involved in governmental and nonprofit accounting. So just kind of point out, we're still at a four-year. I'm still a partner. I'm not retiring or anything. So if you turn it, just past the table of contents. Page 1 on the bottom, it says UHY on the top, Independent Auditor's Report. This is where we give an opinion on whether your financial statements are presented in accordance with general accepted accounting principles. You have what they call an unmodified or clean opinion. That's what you're striving for. After you approve it tonight, we have to send it to the Department of Treasury. When they get it, that's one of the things they look for. Again, it's an unmodified or a clean opinion. Starting on page 3, 4, 5, 6, there's something called the management discussions and analysis letter. We're not going to spend any time with it tonight, but it's just a letter that kind of explains the city's financial statements, some very summarized financial information. We'll go over more detail than that this evening, but it is required to get that unmodified. Just each set, I'll touch on for a second. This is what they call a statement of net position. In your financial statement, there's really two sets of financial statements. Page 7 is a commercial way of looking at the city of Memphis, and it adds the value of your buildings and things like that to your balance sheet. That's not the traditional way governments have reported, but they probably know that 10 years government has had two sets of financial statements. That's really all I'm going to touch on. That really no big issues. Page 10. This is your balance sheet for your governmental fund. Your first column of most of your activity takes place in your general fund. You'll see your general fund had cash of $180,988. investments of $532,034, some accounts receivable, due from other government entities. Total assets of $779,794. Liabilities, account payable of $24,647. Accrued liabilities, which is payable primarily and payroll taxes of $22,597. Some deposits on hand of $4,100. The total liabilities of $51,344. So as of June 30, 2020, you had a fund balance of $728,450. We'll talk about that more. The next column is the major street fund next to it. If you go back to the top, you see they had cash of $405,000 at the end of the year. Some due from other governmental units, Department of Transportation of $14,650. They owe $300, so they had a fund balance of $419,555. Your local street is the third column. You see you have cash of $93,952. Due from the transportation of $4,525. Total assets of $98,477. Average of fund balance. Your other governmental funds in the back, we'll break that down a little bit, but that's a whole bunch of about 4 or 5 other funds together. In total, they have cash of $235. You can see it, it's a total fund balance down there. If you go over to page 12, page 12 is the operating statement or the statement of revenues, expenses, and changes in fund balance. The first column, you'll see the revenues for your general fund that starts off with the taxes, intergovernmental revenues, charges for services. This year, you had total revenues of $822,194. Your expenditures by major category, general government, public safety, total expenses this year of $864,584. Then when you take your other financing sources and uses into account, transfers in and so forth, for the year ended June 30th, you were positive revenues over expenditures of $44,577. So your bottom line for the year, you were to the good, $44,577. Your second column does the same thing for your major street. You'll see they took in $107,000, spent $37,836, transferred $15,000 to the local street, so they added to the major street fund balance by $54,821. And then your local street there next to it, back towards the top, they took in $43,185 of revenues, had expenses of $364,232. You had transfers from other funds of $215,000. So you used up $106,000 because you did a lot of road projects during this fiscal year. Now, if we turn, first of all, let's shine. The water and sewer fund on page 14. 14 is the balance sheet or statement of net position for the water and sewer fund. You'll see you had cash of $270,000, accounts receivable of $81,805 for total current assets of $351,958. Non-capital assets is basically your water and sewer system, book value of $1,341,000 for total assets of $1,693,000. You then list your accounts payable. The only long-term debt that you have is just some accrued vacation that employees have earned of $13,000. So that left a total net position of $1,672,000. But that's not spendable. $1,341,000 is the value of your capital assets. If you pull it out, you really have about $330,000 available if you have a break or you need to do something that you want to do. On page 15, this is your operating statement for your water and sewer fund. At least the water charges there of $159,000, the sewer charges of $139,000, other revenues of $3,578 for total revenues of $302,800. Then list each your expenditures, total expenditures of $319,144. Interest earned on bank accounts $2,781. So for the year, you actually had a negative change in net position of $13,563, which means expenses over revenues. But that included depreciation on the system. If you add depreciation back, you would have been about $35,000, $36,000 to the top of it. So paper depreciation. If we turn to pages are strict, sorry about that. Page 34 and 35. front of the report, there was a column called other non-major funds. They are made up of municipal street and all your capital projects funds, like police equipment, fire equipment, and so forth. And you can see there the fund balances for each of those funds on page 34 and 35. And then if you turn over to page 36 and 37, there's the operating statement for those same funds. You'll see the municipal street fund, this is looking at $50,287. You transfer $200,000 to the local street fund to do projects, and you used up $149,000 of your fund balance, but it still left you $37,943 of fund balance in your municipal street. This is police equipment fund. Net revenues over expenditures of $926. The fire equipment and replacement actually used up $91,243 for the number of pieces of equipment. The DPW equipment fund was a good $10,313, and the clerk trailer was a good $1,086, and your library equipment deposit $56. That's a very quick synopsis of your report. In the back, I've stuck a couple of letters. As I've explained in the past, when we come out to do your audit, first of all, this year was an unusual year. We're bigger than normal. We did a lot of your audit remotely, as we're doing a lot of audits, trying to stay socially distanced. We did come out and work a day, so there's certain things we have to do on site. But one of the things, not only do we test the numbers, but we take a look at your control back and forth to make sure there's two sets of eyes on all transactions. And now we're required to report it to the city council. That's what these two letters are concerning. The first one I'd like to just talk about is called the independent auditor's report. If we become aware of any what we call material weaknesses or significant weaknesses, we got to point it out. And you have one technicality, but no, really you don't have anything to worry about. Back when Enron was going on and everything, they had an idea that every entity should have somebody on staff that can pull this together. Well, that's what I do for a living. You're people who run a city, and that's what you hire us to do. If you were, an Enron or a General Motors, you'd have those people and it would be cost justified. It's just not cost justified. That's the only comment in that letter. It's very typical for units your size. Most units your size have that comment. I wouldn't worry about it. The second letter is the audit communication letter. This says on the top, just CPA firms aren't required to come to a meeting like this. I usually come to the meeting and answer any questions, go through the numbers. Just kind of talk about whether we had any issues during the audit. We didn't have any issues. We had been in front of you before that. Everything went very well with it, considering, trying to do it remotely and back and forth. I hope your staff thought so too, as much as possible. It is a little bit harder. If they got to scan stuff in, come over, and if we had any questions, we got to call back and forth or email back and forth. So it's a little bit more back and forth, but if you can get it done, we're doing it. And other than that, and then when we get all done, we pull it all together. Then we come out and meet with the mayor and a couple people and go through it page by page. Spend a couple hours going through it. And then if we talk about anything, we just attach it to the back of this letter. Just a couple of things that we'd like you to do in the future a little bit differently. We're not material weaknesses, but you just make things stronger. But overall, I think everything looks good and good financial condition.
Thank you, Paul.
Any questions I can answer? I know I won't do it very fast for them.
Well, thank you for getting through fast.
I think everything went well, and I think under the circumstances, we're in pretty good financial condition.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. It's great to work with you again.
Thank you, Paul.
Thanks, Paul. Unfinished business.
Yeah, we have to approve this. Yeah. I'll make a motion that we approve the financial audit for the year ending June 30th, 2020.
Support.
Snofa,
Yes.
Stoops,
Yes.
Wilson,
Yes.
Murder,
Yes.
Mazer,
Yes.
Riley,
Yes.
Schneider.
Yes. Okay, Unfinished business, nothing. New business, appoint primary board members. Can I get a motion to reappoint Barb Barber and Kim Gershaw to the library board to, term to expire October 30th, 2021?
So moved.
Support.
Stutes?
Yes.
Wilson?
Yes.
Martyr?
Yes.
Mazer?
Yes.
Riley?
Yes.
Schneider?
Yes.
Sofa?
Yes.
All right, Christmas tree lighting. I'd be open to some thoughts or comments on this and whether we want to do our tree lighting. From what my understanding is that Santa has agreed to come and meet all the kids in Memphis. And I guess it's up to this board to decide if they want to move forward with our annual Christmas tree lighting as we have done in the past, considering this COVID-19 thing going on. Is there any comments?
As long as everyone wear a mask, I think probably be okay. Kind of risky maybe, I don't know.
This time.
Is there still discussion of going to the fire station afterwards? That probably wouldn't be the best thing to do, maybe just the Christmas tree lighting this year. There's still restrictions in place as far as gatherings indoors and things like that.
I did get one on St. Clair County side. I haven't got one on the home side though, for restrictions.
There are, for
Well,
indoor gatherings.
there is,
And I can
but
tell you
I think it's limited, unless it changes, it's limited how much you can have inside.
What's the
It is-
capacity?
I don't have that exact number as to how many are allowed. I can tell you that the COVID numbers are increasing drastically. We're seeing a huge spike in them.
I'm sorry, what's increasing?
The COVID numbers,
Yes.
we've had a huge spike.
The tests, right?
No patients that have it. We've been running on more people that
Positive tests,
actually
yeah.
had it.
Right.
In the area. We dropped down, so June, July, August, we weren't running on anybody that had it. This past month, 2 months, we've run on a lot of people that have it within our area. So it's my 2 cents, but I would recommend not having the gathering at the fire station, maybe just doing a tree.
Maybe we should eliminate the whole thing, I don't know.
What is the, now, I know the health department did issue, and it was the state health department, not per county, that issued certain restrictions on indoor gatherings. I don't know how that is, if that's just, because I know we're exempt because this is a government function, this is a city business. I know for like restaurants and things like that that have a license, they have to follow that, and they're supposed to follow that. I would imagine that we would fall under that.
We do.
You know, indoor gatherings of a certain
We had
amount.
a recent visit that gave us those numbers. I don't have that in front of me, but we are under those guidelines, are required to follow those guidelines.
Is this something that we could do outdoors?
Yeah, it's-
Clear out,
Well, okay,
clear out the library parking lot and use that, and because there's plenty of room to distance, and I don't know, I'm just thinking.
I guess this is something maybe we work with the chamber and work some of the bugs out on this. So I guess that what we could do is look at moving forward, and we'll go ahead and we'll have our Christmas tree lighting, that is all outdoors, and maybe the meeting with Santa afterwards, we can figure something else that we can do.
Because,
Or we're not in an enclosed area and then we,
well, right, that is, who puts that on? The Chamber of Commerce kind of puts that on, right?
No, it's kind of a combination, so the Lions Club put the candy together, and then Donna and the fire departments, we do the inside
So
stuff.
the Lions Club did not do the
Yeah.
candy this year.
Okay,
They're
so,
not doing the candy, so.
yeah, I just, with
I don't-
things going on, I don't want to cancel anything, trust me, I think that I've been a big, I want to do as much as we can, but the inside part this year, I'm not sure that it would probably be best for us to do. If we can do something outside, you know, if I'd be willing to
Christmas parade.
do a parade or something like that, I would head that up, but I just think the inside part probably shouldn't.
I think that's a great idea.
Something.
A small parade. How would we do it? We're not gonna shut off the main street, we're gonna do something down Boardman or something?
You wouldn't want to do it at night then,
You could just, I mean, depending on what you're doing, if you're doing smaller vehicles, you can do a loop
at
from
night?
down Pratt, down Bell River.
Yeah, we could do, a small loop instead of going, all the way out of town, say, start off at
Lions
Boardman.
Club,
Start at
River,
Lions Club,
and-
Pratt down to Boardman?
and at the parking lot at the library or something. I think we should just schedule it, and we'll figure out the details.
Okay,
If we have to cancel it, we can cancel it, right?
And Santa could actually just.
Yeah, I mean, once
stand
we
up
did something
right
outdoors, I
across
think
the
we'd be all right, just the
Do we have a
inside.
date for this?
It'd be December 4th.
It'll be the 4th, yeah.
It's a Saturday?
Down Pratt.
No, it's Friday.
Friday.
First Friday, in December, yeah. I guess I'll make a motion to schedule the Christmas tree lighting for December 4th, Friday, December 4th, and we will figure out the details between then and now.
Very good.
Support?
Wilson,
Yes.
Martyr,
Yes.
Mazer,
Yes.
Riley,
Yes.
Schneider,
Yes.
Yes.
Sofa, Stutes.
Yes.
All right, next up, we have the Memphis Community School Resolution for the 2021 summer tax levy of annual school property taxes / city agrees to collect the taxes and levy. So this is basically our annual agreement to collect the taxes for the school in the summer as opposed to the winter, correct?
Yes.
But everything is still on track normal for?
Yeah, they have to do this every year.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
that's
it's-
what I thought, but I thought I would double check.
Yeah.
So could I get a motion?
I guess I'll make a motion to collect the school's taxes in the winter instead of the summer. That's what we're doing, right?
Improving the
Sorry.
resolution.
I'll approve the resolution, okay.
Support?
Martyr,
Yes.
Mazer,
Yes.
Riley,
Yes.
Schneider,
Yes.
Sofa,
Yes.
Stutes,
Yes.
Wilson.
Yes.
All right, next, the combination of our investments funds. And my understanding is that what we're looking at is taking and combining the major street projects with just individual projects, right?
Yeah, that's correct. The auditors do that anyway, and I think the major streets, we did that back in, well, I think around 2010 or 11. It was when we were going to do Boardman Road, and we wanted to make sure we had enough money to do our 20%. And so we separated it at that time. The road was all scheduled to do, actually from the city limits to Main Street on 2013. Everything was ready to go, and they canceled it. Then when I was mayor, they actually dropped us, so I wrote them a letter, and we got back onto to have it scheduled, and of course it was done in 2018. But I don't think we'd have a problem now, and I think we just should combine them. And the reason I'm putting it on the agenda was, I don't know if that was done by a motion. It could have been, I'm not sure, so then I'd like to make a motion, and that we combine the Boardman portion into the major street. I'll address the other one after this.
Any support?
Support.
Mazer,
Yes.
Riley,
Yes.
Schneider,
Yes.
Sofa,
Yes.
Stutes,
Yes.
Wilson,
Yes.
Martyr.
Yes.
The second part of it is the water and sewer, and I think this happened back in 1999, I believe, is when we were doing the school. And it was in order to set up something just for maintenance itself. But I think, and the auditors do combine this, by the way, and I think we just should go back and combine the both. And that, I think Mark Wellman, I think, was on the DPW committee at that time. He suggested we do that. And I think that was correct, isn't it, Barb? Yeah. And so I'm making I would like to make a motion that we combine them.
Support.
Riley,
Yes.
Schneider,
Yes.
Sofa,
Yes.
Stoops,
Yes.
Wilson,
Yes.
Martyr,
Yes.
Mazer.
Yes.
Next up, invoice from Career Fire Rescue. This is for a flammable storage cabinet.
Correct, yeah, so we're required to keep all of our brakes cleaners, gas, paints in an actual flammable container. So we did not have one of these, so we purchased one to store
So we
those.
got bring that. Okay, so can I get a motion to pay Career Fire Rescue invoice for $1,360.17?
I'll make that motion.
Support.
Schneider,
Yes.
Sofa,
Yes.
Stoops,
Yes.
Wilson,
Yes.
Martyr,
Yes.
Mazer,
Yes.
Riley.
Yes.
Okay, next up, fire department invoice from the EMS store. What was this one?
So this one and number 8 are combined. We received a grant through Macomb County. Again, number 8 kind of spells it out for roughly about $10,000, almost $11,000, to purchase COVID-related items regarding PPE, personal protective equipment, cleaning supplies, things like that. So this one here for $2,000, each one of our firefighters received a personal protection equipment kit. It basically comes with goggles, face mask, kind of like a gown that you see in an ER room for them to respond to calls. So this is under the grant that we received.
How much was the grant? 10,000?
Yeah, it was $10,918.
Okay. I'll make a motion to approve the grant in the amount of $10,918.
Support.
Claire, you gotta approve the EMS, the invoice.
Yeah, I'll make a motion to approve the EMS invoice.
Support.
Sofa,
Yes.
Stoops,
Yes.
Wilson,
Yes.
Martyr,
Yes.
Mazer,
Yes.
Riley,
Yes.
Schneider.
Yes. Did we make a motion to accept the grant already?
Yeah, that,
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, because that's.
We didn't vote on
we'll
it.
come
That's
back,
on
no,
number
we'll
8.
come back to it, that is
Oh,
on
okay,
there.
all right.
Oh, it's down below.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's-
I didn't see it. Okay, so.
All right, from Memphis Lion Club, they would like to have their annual Christmas gift called paper sales, Thursday, December 3rd, Friday the 4th, and Saturday the 6th, from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Can I get a motion?
I'll make a motion to allow Lions Club to stand out of the four corners on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, the 3rd, 4th, and 5th, from 9 to 5.
Support.
Stoops,
Yes.
Wilson,
Yes.
Martyr,
Yes.
Mazer,
Yes.
Riley,
Yes.
Schneider,
Yes.
Sofa.
Yes.
And I'll read this letter from our chief. City council members, the fire department recently received a grant from Macomb County through the CARES Act for the amount of $10,918. These funds are to only be used towards COVID-19 activities such as personal protective equipment, cleaning supplies, updating our capabilities to offer remote trainings and meetings. The fire department took this opportunity to purchase some PPE for its number as well as update our IT equipment to enhance our capabilities of Zoom meetings and online training. The fire department does not have all the invoices yet for this project because it is still open, but we are asking the council to accept the grant and invoices that are attached. IT Right was a huge help with this project, coming to our station to update our equipment. Donna and Amber also put in a lot of extra work with locating past invoices for us and submitting the paperwork. Thank you for your time and effort and help being the Memphis Fire Department for your safety community. So, yeah, we'll have more stuff coming in because we.
Yeah, so this grant that we received, also covers some invoices that we have paid out since March. So like I mentioned, Donna and Amber now have to go back into our boxes and pull those invoices, and we submit those invoices to Macomb County, and they will reimburse us for some of the cleaning supplies and PPE that we bought since COVID-19 back in March was officially.
So, and the thing is on this grant too, there's also a spend out deadline, is there not?
Yeah, so those items had to be spent by October 31st.
Which is kind of why it's seen as an aftermath, you know?
Yeah, we
received.
received word that we got the grant basically the beginning of October, and we had till October 31st to basically utilize it. I kind of knew prior to October 1st that we were probably going to get it. They said, you know, here's your verbal yes, but we didn't receive anything in writing until October 1st, so that's when we finally started purchasing some of the stuff. So like I said, that's PPE invoice that you guys just approved, and then there's another, the IT Right one's not in here. There's another one from IT Right that you'll see here next. City Council.
Okay. Well, can I get a motion for our department to receive a grant from Macomb County through the CARES Act for $10,918?
I'll make that motion.
Support.
Wilson,
Yes.
Martyr,
Yes.
Mazer,
Yes.
Riley,
Yes.
Schneider,
Yes.
Sofa,
Yes.
Stutes.
Yes.
Okay, next up, approval of our truck from the DPW. We had two bids, one for $2,100, another one for $6,650. We're looking for approval to sell the truck for $6,650.
I'll make that motion.
Support it.
Martyr, Mazer,
Yes.
Riley,
Yes.
Schneider,
Yes.
Sofa,
Yes.
Stutes,
Yes.
Wilson.
Yes.
Do we have to approve to have the
All right.
money to go back
Yes,
into the equipment
in
replacement
that
of
motion,
the
we have
DPW?
that money to go into equipment replacement. I think when we agreed to.
Yeah, we already did that.
We already did it, but yeah, I just.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
All right.
From the mayor. Well, I hope everybody got out and voted. I want to thank Donna and Amber for working their butts off during this election. It's been a very different year with a lot of the early voting, and the mail-in voting has been pretty heavy, and you guys have put in a lot of time, and I really appreciate it. And I won't see you folks until afterwards, other than personally, but I want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving, and look forward to seeing you in December. Eric?
Well, I just want to say that there was some confusion about voting on Saturday. Apparently some of the township thought that they could vote on Saturday also. And I just want to say that, I don't know whose idea it was, but it worked out great. And I think a lot of people really appreciated the fact that they were actually able to come and vote on Saturday. I know that's when we ended up coming to voting. It just worked out better for us. And thank you, Donna. That's all I have.
Larry?
No, I'm all set.
Ken?
Nothing.
Bobby?
I have nothing, thank you.
Guy?
Done.
Jason?
I have nothing, motion to adjourn.
What did you get that number from?
No, that's wrong.
I saw it somewhere. I thought maybe it was-